back to my channel. And today, oh look, I have a little bit of sunlight coming through. Well, we're just going to let that shine on in. I am coming today to you, and I am going to be working with Natalie of LineDotArrow, her brown velvet kit, but also the challenge papers in the group, the Facebook group, for the bingo, because this month, for the month of April, it's her anniversary celebration for Etsy, 6 years, I believe it is, and we're playing bingo in the group. So today I'm going to go with the B, and I'm going to say I am making a bingo bag. What am I going to do with this bingo bag? I have a plan, but not for today. This is some lace that I have been hoarding from the two sisters, some that I purchased quite a while back. I'm going to use it in this project because I've made up my mind. And so I'm just going to take these bits out of here. Look at these papers, aren't they gorgeous? This one here is actually from the kit. And I love, 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 love this. But I'm going to use a bunch of this stuff, just not right this moment, because we're going to work on this bag. So what I did was, as you can see, it's a pharmacy bag. And what I did first was I took, I don't know if you can see in there or not, but I just lined it with some book pages just to, well, who wants to look at a white bag, right? And I cut some strips and I inked them because I didn't think you wanted to see me ink and or cut a bunch of strips. And I took it from that sheet. Apparently I loved it so much I printed it twice. Once on cardstock and once on regular paper. So I have also cut 2 pieces here, which I'll show you in a minute what we're going to do with that. So all I did to take cut my strips was I just took my paper in here like this and drew my line down and cut it. So let's hope that they fit. They should. And I'm just going to line up my sides here because I don't want to look at a white bag. I want it to be pretty all over. Now, the only one thing I am going to say is I am going to make a flat bottom out of this. So I'm just going to push this up just so that I know whereabouts I can put that stripe. There we go. So whereabouts do I want to do that? I don't want to interfere with the flat bag. Like so. Maybe I should just glue that in place. I wanted to make it easy to glue the papers and these papers, the sides first. So I'm just going to, I know that's going to push in about like so. And let's get this right about here. That should be pretty darn close, I think. And I'm just pushing that down. I want that to stay. Oops, my glue is gushing out. Well, of course it is. Why wouldn't it? Oops. I was quite excited when Natalie made the announcement that we were going to be playing bingo. See how many different things we can come up with. Let's start with a B. I'm going to start with an I. It's going to be lots of fun. And it's going to put us to the, it's going to challenge us just like it's meant to do. In a fun way. It'll challenge us in a fun way. all I'm doing is I have marked here where I want my bag to fold over. So I'm just making sure that my strips don't interfere with that. I must have an air bubble in my bottle here because it keeps glooping out, and this glue doesn't usually gloop. Put a little more down here. We want that to be nice and glued in place. I'm just going to line that up here. There we go. And voila. Okay. Now we have the little ones here, so I want to do it on this part too. I hope everyone's Easter was lovely. Oh, do I want to put this upside down so it runs this way? Yes. So we're going to put it on this side. We're going to put it on this side. Is that being picky? Maybe. This one looks like it's just a hair too long. Didn't put that one in there right. Put that like this, but this one here. No, not this one. Let's see what happens. Yeah, it's this one here. This one. Just a hair too long. So I'm just going to trim that off a little bit. There. Everything to kind of move nice and free and clear. And glue boogaloo boo. My goodness. I can see. There we go. I can see I need a little more glue right here. There we go. There we go. Okay, more glue. More glue. So yes, I do have a plan for this bag. But I'm not going to say what it is just yet. Because I'll keep you in suspense. Okay, then this last one here. They're so pretty. There we go. Make sure everything closes nicely. There we go. And now let's take this, and that's where my fears were a little there. So we're going to just take and snip some of this off. Don't want to cut the bag. Don't cut the bag. So go like so. And I think we'll just do that same right there. Ooh, that went fine. Okay, let's see what it is too. I'm guessing it's probably the same thing. And I did this one too. I've done a lot of altering a bag. We'll call it altered bags. I've done a lot of that, but I've never done one like this. And so I'm just going to stick glue in here. My glue is dripping all over the place. And I'm just going to push that in there like that. And I can see that these might still be a little long. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, this one's long too. Need to cut that shorter. There we go. I'll give that one a trim too. Make them the same. And then I just dump the glue in here. A little extra. Okay, I'm going to turn this glue bottle this way and put the lid on it so that it doesn't goop out no more. I have this glue to clean up, so let's put that in there too. Too much glue maybe. That's all right. That's okay. Let's wipe off what we don't need. Rather have a little too much than not enough. Okay. So now we have our bag bottom. And I'm just going to get rid of some of this glue that's on my hands. There we go. Okay. So now that's where these come into play. And I'm going to put this one in first. There's a file folder that I had cut off to make a little shorter. It was a legal one and I wanted the letter size one. So I had this left over. And we're going to use it today. Okay, so I'm just going to carefully put that in there. Don't want to get glue all over the place. Wipe my glue off before it gets to the bottom of the bag. There we go. Okay. Oop. What happened? Oop. What happened? There we go. There we go. Okay. Glooping again. Okay, I am going to just clean this little tab up because this is going to drive me crazy. Like my glue is driving me crazy. There we go. Smear that around a bit. There we go. Okay, more glue clear. Okay. Now this still going to close for me, kind of, sort of, up here, which is good. That's what we want. It's not going to close, fold up. Well, it will fold up. And there we go. Okay, that's cool. Now I want to just reinforce this bottom. So I cut another piece just to fit here. And maybe we'll doctor it up a little bit, make it look like it's, you know, I don't know. Look like it's what? More intentional. Okay. And again, we'll put some glue in here. Close to the edge. You could smear it with your finger to make sure that it's where it's supposed to. The other night, I was working in here and then I was trying to make supper and I did not return to my craft room until the next day, where I discovered that I had left the cap off of my glue. That might be part of the parcel why it's trying to ooze out so much. I don't know. Okay, so we're just going to push this down. And I'm going to put my hand in here and give it a really good. Okay, there we go. There we go. And we'll just make sure that is in there very well. Okay, so okay, I am going to, because I absolutely love this page. It's gorgeous. Oh, there's my sunshine again. It's so exciting. It's supposed to be rain and snow today. Okay, so what I thought I would do, I'm going to just take and oh, I really wanted that to go over top. I really did, but that's okay. Okay, we're good. So I'm just going to kind of eyeball might cut a little bit of this off so that I can bring this page, this part in. Let's do that. Let's do this. I want to do like so, and then I'm just going to take this little piece off here because I want to keep this in. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to use the lines as provided, and there we go. And this is going to be the whole back of my bag. And I can see I'm going to take a little bit off of here, keeping this in here. See if I might have to cut that. Probably have to cut that one. It's a very short or small piece. So I'm just going to cut that. Okay. Now I could ink this, but I think we'll just leave it. Oh, look at it, like it was made for that. Okay. And I'm okay with the W showing. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. It's perfectly fine. Okay, get that out of the way. I'm working myself into a corner again, like I tend to do. I lucked out. I discovered that Michael's had a 40% off coupon, and I went in to Michael's and I got 2 of my bottles of glue for like $6 something with tax. It's always nice when they have those 40% off glue, 40% off coupons off of anything that's not on sale. Okay, so we're going to put that back on and put the right way. Oop. A little bit on the top there, and a little on the side. There we go. I should have, if I were to do this again, I would probably take and put my sides on and everything, and then put my bottom in. That would probably help out immensely. This works so too. Look how gorgeous that is. Set that down there. And that one's coming up too. What are you doing coming up on me? Need some weight on there. I'll put that, when I'm done, I'll put a little bit more glue on the corners on the bottom there. Okay. All right, so now, what do I want to do here? Well, I have this stuff. And let's see. These pages are just so beautiful, aren't they? You know, and I was going to put a bunch of stuff on there to decorate it up, but I don't know. These girls, these oh, they're so cute. And the butterfly, and we'd have to cut a little bit off, but I can still put, do we want to? Oh, so many decisions. This here, I like this one. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this one because then I can keep the face in there. It's like, peekaboo, I see you. Yeah, okay. So, I'm just going to take I know this piece is too wide. So let's put this over here and just kind of use that as a guideline. As we put here, here, right about there. Okay. Well, let's just, if we're not perfect, it doesn't matter, does it? It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, so I have my paper edge lined up here. I should be pretty straight. We'll see. There we go. Let's see how that is. Well, that's pretty darn close to perfect if you ask me. Okay, so I just need to trim off just a little bit here, about like so, I'd say. Okay, put that over there for now. I think so. Yep, okay. And I'm not going to ink that either. Right around the house twice. Close to the edge. Just going to make sure that we're straight, and we're leaving a little bit there, keeping away from the fold line, and I think that's pretty darn straight. So I will, like I said, I will take and just reinforce some glue on the sides here, because I can see that's okay on this side, but not so much on this side. I might have to trim a little bit of that off because I can see what's happening. I got it too close, so I am going to have to fix that later, not right now. Not right now. Okay, so we're going to take and I'm going to use this sheet some more because we're going to take and cover this. And again, I'm going to tear. And I'm just going to put that under there like so. And then I'm going to do that again because I need one up top and one on the, I think I'm going to do that because I have different plans for this side. Okay. And I saved the ladies. So I'm just going to pull this over here just a hint. And then another hint just to kind of say this is how much I want it to be over. Like so. And do I have it just a hair too wide? Okay. So let's just, oh, maybe be a little bit crooked, I don't know. I'm just going to cut a little bit of that off. Okay, that one fits there. Let's make this one fit too. Okay, so that one fits that way, and we're just going to pull it over just a smidge. See? Oh, paper moved on me. Paper moved a bit, but I'm okay with that. All right, I'm going to I am just going to leave it just like that, I think. I was going to round corners, but I don't think I will. I'm not going to round the corners on the bag because I'm going to put something over top of it. So let's just do. Okay. We're just going to, these are beautiful papers. I'm telling you. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay. And then this here. Yeah, that's a little crooked right there. So we're just going to snip off a bit just to, probably didn't even need to, but, oops, upside down. Don't want it upside down. Okay. And then we just have to color the inside of the bag. And then our bingo bag will be done, except we need to build a closure for it. So, make sure our writing is the right way. Yeah, just like so. This is actually what I did for Valentine's Day, but on with the brown bags, didn't I? That is what I did. Okay, so I am going to need 2 pieces now in here. My bag is very wet. Very wet. I love that page. Did I mention that already? Okay. So, let's do, I think we're going to do this one on the inside. And I know I have this piece already cut, but it is from cardstock. And I don't want to use this page in here because I want to use that elsewhere. Okay, so let's just do the same thing. Oh, we're not going to cut her. I don't want to cut her. So, second verse, same as the first. I think I'm crooked. I think I was crooked. Okay. I could make a little line here. Like so. You see my little line? Could have done that much better if I had tried. And we're just gonna eyeball it and see this. I'm straight. Okay. So now we can just do this and like so. Do the same thing. Okay. Alrighty, so I am going to take and glue this one in here, like so, just so it gives us something better to look at than a white bag. I like that. So I can go over there so I don't get confused. Yeah, this is where I run into problem trying to get the, you want to not get glue on the gusset there, because otherwise your bag won't open up all the way. And we're going to put a treasure in this little bag that we're going to make along the way as we play bingo. Okay, so I'm putting this on the inside of these gussets. So spreading them out and keeping my paper as close as I can to the edge that I don't want glued, so that I can get it down into place. Here, there we go. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. There we go. And then this one here, I do the same thing. I'm just going to place it in here, like so. Make sure everything fits. Oh, it might be just a hint too big. So let's just take and trim this off right here. Okay, see if that fits better. I'll put that like that, and oh, that's why it wasn't not fitting nicely, because I was trying to bend it the wrong way. Duh. Okay. This glue. Does everybody else have trouble with their glues like this? Oh, my goodness. Or is it just me? It could be just me. Okay, get that glued down really well. Put the lid on my glue. Okay, just put it right to the edge of the bag here. Like so. Make sure we're doing the right way. There we go. Okay, so now we can decorate our bag. And like I said, I wanted this to be a bingo bag, is what I'm calling it. It's my bingo bag. And I think we're just going to do like a collage on here. Let's just do a collage. Okay. And we're going to use this tag. Or is that too big? Should we look at a smaller one? Look, too small? Yeah, let's not do the big one. Let's do a smaller one. I thought about doing this too, but it covers up so much of this. Maybe, oh well. No. Let's not cover up too much. It's so beautiful. Okay, so I'm just going to, yep, I'm going to ink this part. Around here. Okay. Oh, we could do this. Oh, that would be cool. Pocket on the bag, the address, do that. Now, do I want to, I've got glue on my finger, do I want to use the gusset? Let's see. Let's fold it over a little bit and see. Well, we might, oh, we can do that. Yeah, let's let's do that because we'll make something very cool to go into that pocket. Not today, but I will. Okay, so I am going to just put a little dab of glue on here. Let's get that. Or not. It's not going to stick. Maybe I need to burnish it. That's what I need to do. And I don't, of course, do not have my bone folder with me, so we'll just do this. And like so. There we go. A little off right here, I see. Fix that. We don't want a crooked pocket. And now you're going to stick to that, aren't you? Yeah, okay. I'm just going to trim that corner a little bit. Yeah, that looks better. Okay. Just going to trim that corner a hint here. Like that. And we'll do the same thing here. This one doesn't need it so much, but if we're doing it, let's do it. Okay. Now, we'll just put this little bit of glue here and put this like that. There we go. There we go. Now, we will take and okay. And I am going to stick this on this side here. Just like so. Just like so. And for now, I'm going to leave that pocket empty. And we can just take and pretty up. This is where I said I was going to leave it empty, didn't I? Didn't I? Yes, I did. But, oh, let's see. Where is, I know there's another one of these. There it is. Okay. Okay, I have an idea. I do. Okay, so that's too big. So we're going to always a butterfly. Always a butterfly. And let's see, what else we got in here? Always a butterfly. And I want to do a little collage thing up here. I am going to put the butterfly on here. Just, I could put the flowers and a butterfly. No. Okay, so we are going to, butterfly goes here with some, because we're going to do something with that pocket yet. Okay. And let's eat that a bit because you can see where my fussy cutting skills was not that great. on here before we look more glue. Okay, then I want to put a little decoration, a little collage, I think, on here. So we're just going to I'm going to cut out this little bit of white here. I don't want it just to take away from what the flowers are supposed to be doing because they're so cute. There's this little piece here. And I don't want to bulk this up because I want to make a closure for it. What else we got here? Oh, look at these. There's so much fun things. We really do. I love that heart too. So I'm going to, I think we could put that right in the center, but I don't think, oh, well, do I want to? Do I want to? What do I want to do? Help, 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 help. No, 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 no. Oh, what's this? What's this? Like that. Okay. I am going to not bulk up. No, no, nay to the, we'll have this guy flying around. Nay to the, I'm going to resist putting in the cheesecloth because I don't want it to interfere with my closure. So I'm going to put this right here. I'm just going to make an executive decision. How's that? How's that? You know, and I have these tickets here. Let's see. There we go. Let's try something here. Let's try. Oh, my glue's no longer booping out. Yay! Okay. I just want to put a pop of color on that. And maybe something like that. Yeah. Don't double think it. Don't overthink it. Just do it. This glue bottle is coming down to the nitty gritty, which I'm okay. See, I have gone on and on and on about my glue bottle, haven't I? I'm sorry. All right. And I just want to do something like this. There we go. And I think that needs a little bit of glue there. It's always those little tiny pieces that I always forget. There we go. Okay. So now, let's let this all dry. Put these away here. And I thought this would be such a cool closure. And I'm just going to fold this over. I have an idea. I do. Okay. And I have, as I mentioned, as I mentioned earlier, I have the file folder that I had cut down and ask me, that didn't just fit perfectly. Okay. You over there, you out here. So this here, I'm not even going to, am I going to round those corners? Should I? You don't like pointy corners, so you should round them. I can see I just need to take a little bit off of here. A little bit off of here. Just a hint. Okay. And then we can round the corners. And I think I'll do one at a time here. Okay, then we're going to find, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a double paper clip, because what I found with just one on the other ones, well, mind you, my bag was fuller too, but we're going to try this. It may work and it may not, but I'm going to do a double paper clip. And I'm going to do 1 and 1. And hopefully that will, that's like so. And then we'll find something to go on that back side. But for now, we're going to just that. And we are going to, easy peasy. Now I'm going to have to trim this again because the paper clips take up the space at the top. And we're going to make this a hidden paper clip. So we're just going to cut that. And I gotta recut my corners, my rounded edges here, because I just do. See if I do 2 at a time. You can, okay. There we go. All right. Where's some of this stuff off of here? There, okay. Okay. Quit following me around here. There we go. Oh my gosh. Isn't that the way when you're trying to be in a hurry? I don't know how long I have made this video already. Okay. So I'm going to, I did discover that this glue works perfectly fine as holding my paper clips in place. I was always using the Fabri-Tac, or the other brand that's just like Fabri-Tac. And I thought, you know, it stinks. That glue really stinks. And it's expensive. And it ruins the nail polish if you get it on your fingernails. So I thought I would just try this one. And it held perfectly. And it works for fabric as well. So I don't have to worry about using that more expensive one. If you're hearing snoring, it's not me, it's my puppy. He's in here and he's just having himself a very good sleep. hopefully the doorbell doesn't ring because it won't be snoring anymore. Okay, so I'm just going to push that down really well. And then I'm going to give this another. Oh, I got it, I got it. I know exactly what I'm going to put on here. I know exactly. I do. I saved those ladies for a reason. Okay. And where did I put them? I kept them. I know I did. There they are. There they are. And here they will be. Put that glue lid back on there. Okay. So I am going to take this. I may bring it up a little bit. And maybe show off a little bit of that brown. No. What's that tag? Color black is on that side. And then it wouldn't carry down. And then, no, it just wouldn't be good. So I'm just going to hope that I have that straight. Hold on. Let's do it up here so I got top and bottom. There we go. So we got top guide and bottom, and that would mean that we should be straight. There we go. And then I'm just going to ink this a little bit. Excuse me. So what do you guys like to have for your Easter supper? We had ham, and it was a fairly large ham. So we had ham on Sunday. We had grilled ham and cheese sandwiches yesterday, and today we're having ham and potato soup. And then possibly like a fried rice after that. I don't know. Yeah, that's pretty. Okay. And we're just going to glue that into place. I always like listening to puppies snore. And when they're dreaming. Nugget, when he's dreaming and he's barking, he sounds like little bubbles popping. It's so cute. Our furry friends are adorable. We do love them. Okay. I'm going to just put you right in there like so. Like so. A little crooked on there, so there we go. That looks good. Okay. Make sure I don't want to do too much to this until I know it's dry, but I want to make sure that my pieces here are dry, that they're not glued together. There we go. Boy, I don't know which one I like more. This one on the front or this one. Hold on. That looks really nice there. Oh yeah, there it is. Whoop, there it is. Okay, So I am going to carry on, and I am going to make, this is the bingo bag, BB, and this one here is going to be a book, a booklet, and I'm going to put, I think that's too small for a booklet, but this one here would be just fine. And I will not do that while you were here, because I think I've gone into just about an hour already, and I don't like to be that long. But anyways, thank you so much for joining me. We're making my bingo bag. Make sure you go grab those challenge papers and see what you can do under the B or the I or the N, whichever you so desire. Thank you for joining me. Have an awesome day. Bye-bye.